Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Zoe. Glad you found me. All right. Pop out my chat. Oh, hold on. I've got to. Oh, I'm probably going to have to zoom out. Oh, we'll see a little bit. Why don't I do this one as I zoomed out? Let's see here. That way I don't have to keep zooming in and out. That means is so focused. There we go. All right. Let's go back to here. All right. Hi, Joycey. Hello, Josie. Hello, Leonie. Zoe. Hey, Lena. Joycey is busy creating backgrounds. Yay. For your new class, Joyce. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my feet situated here. Okay. So first, I'm going to show, I ordered 2 things from Z's store. I got these 2 stencils, and these are Janet's fault. I guess I can show them this way. Hey, Eileen. And then the circle one. I know, eh? Aren't they great? And they're nice. They're a little thicker than some stencils. Nice. Very nice. I can't remember the name of the company because she took them out of the packaging to save me shipping price costs. So I never keep them in packaging anyway, so that didn't matter to me. But they are on Xander's shop, which is Paper Studio, something. Okay, I just had this out to show. Now, I got my stencils and dies, but there was something left from my embossing stream that I didn't do on my embossing stream, but I want to show doing like plastic and or acetate with embossing folders. So I'm going to do that right just before I go to my dies here. So that I don't forget to do it at the end. So I'm going to get my big shot over here. I'll do it this way, it's easier. All right, so sorry. I need my other platform. What the heck did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got these they call them sheet protectors, but they're not like thin sheet protectors. They're more like they're a lot heavier. They're kind of more like a fold. So they go to this a semi-file folder type of thing, and it's pretty heavy plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply cut across the bottom. And then I'm going to cut down the middle. Thank you, Paint and Paper Studio. Oh, man, I can never remember that first part. Oh, did I not cut that close enough to... Oh, there we go. I'll pull it open. So this is a kind of like it's thick. It's at least twice as thick, 3 times maybe as thick as regular, like sheet twice maybe. Okay, but it's still like a soft plastic. So I'm just going to cut a piece that will fit into an embossing folder. And let's do one of my larger. Oh. Okay, so let's do this one. This here's one, and it's 2-sided. So it has wood grain or it has stone. So I'm going to do the stone one. Put my piece there. These ones are a lot thicker, so you leave off your bottom. Oops. Oh, no, maybe you don't. I can't remember. It's been like forever since I did this. Open end in first. All right, here we go. Yes, you do leave it off. See, I was right. Oh, gosh darn it. Hey, Judy. I don't think that worked. No. Seemed too hard. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. I've got both things open here. Let's try it again. I thought it felt too hard with the 2 things, but yeah, see, it's not going in. What on earth do you do? Oh, I know. Oh, my Lord, Jean, you're dumb as a... Never mind. You leave one off, but yeah, close both flaps. Oh, Lord, Lifton. Hey, Dee Dee. I'm going to the swatches. I'm just showing an embossing thing here. Okay, so now, where did my black cardstock go? Now you can see that that plastic is embossed. Hey, Dee Dee, no. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Dr. Dot. Don't think I missed anyone else. Hey, Debbie. I did. I missed Debbie. So that's cool, eh? Now, it will even, I'll do the same one so you can see. I have some stiffer acetate here. Well, somewhere. Hold on. If I find it. I forgot I was going to do this, so I didn't have it ready. But it's right here. Well, somewhere right here. It's right in here. I know it is. I know it is because I put it here the other day. Hello. Now, one thing you can do with that plastic is you can alcohol ink it if you have alcohol inks. You can also use it as a texture plate on your jelly plate. Okay, you find my other finger. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Found it. Okay. So I've got these graphics acetate pieces. Oh, you can hear right away. It's about the same thickness as that other one. A little thicker, but it's a stiffer plastic. Okay, it's actually an acetate. What do they give the weight here? 0.007 millimeters thick. So 7,000th. This is okay. So now that I remember my sandwich for these spellbinders, they emboss very nicely. I just couldn't remember the sandwich. Oh boy, I cut so straight. I'm so good at that. Would be ashamed. I always told Mom, who was a home ec teacher, that yeah, I couldn't cut worth beans, and I still can't. I can't even cut straight when I have a straight edge to cut it. All right. So let's say you wanted to make a window shaker card or something. You can take your acetate, instead of just leaving it plain, you can emboss your acetate that you're going to use on your window of your shaker card. So it's just a very, what am I doing? Very cool effect. So with these spellbinders, big dual dies, you close. Oops, sorry, that's my palettes are getting bumped here. All right, now one difference you will notice is that with that softer plastic, when it embossed, turned the plastic parts white. When it pushed the plastic through, it turned them white, like with the vellum. Okay? But with this stiffer plastic, you don't get that effect. You just get the texture. So you could use this in like the window of a shaker card or whatever. Hey, Joan. Hey, Marie. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you those two. So this is a thicker, softer, like it's thicker than a page protector, although regular page protectors do work if you want to do it like a regular page protector. They will hold the embossing as well. Okay, but this is kind of like almost like a file folder. And then this is acetate. So, and even like the acetate, like clamshell acetate that you get berries in or whatever, you can even emboss that. Okay, so I just wanted to do that. Okay, I'm going to switch to my magnetic plate because I'm going to be cutting thin dies. Okay, so now on to my waffle flower dies and die sets. I bought this bee paper online, and I accidentally ordered the 90 pound instead of the 140 pound. So I've got some 140 pound on its way. And so I thought that I would use this. This is still nice. It's still fine. And I thought I would use it for swatching. because it's still 100% cotton. Judy. Hey, Helen. No, I did not cut right through the plastic. I did not. All right, so there are 3 stamp and die sets, and yay, I didn't have to pay any duty. I've been lucky with Simon Says Stamp. So I got my metal shim, so that will help me with cutting. Woo. Woo. That sticks pretty tightly. Get your fingers out of the way. Ah! Wow. That shows you how strong that magnet is. Sorry, that probably hurt your ears if you had earbuds on. I can't even get it up off it. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Hey, Jillian. Hey, Michelle. Okay, so I got 3 sets. And I'm going to try these dies as well with my metal shim at the end, if I remember. Okay, so the first set is the color wheel one, and this is the one that's going to be so fun. Oh, hold on. I got to grab something while I'm thinking of it. One moment. I got to grab my package of Brad's. I meant to grab it on the way by last time, but I forgot because my brain is, memory's good, but short. Okay. In here. All right. All right. Oh, I'm gonna take my sweater off. It was cold in here this morning. All right. I should say it was cool, but it wasn't cold. Hey, Dar. I'm not ignoring you, Eileen. What are you saying now? Say it again, Eileen. I'm watching for it. Eileen, use the @ and then my name, because then an orange box comes up and I'm more likely to see it for sure. Eileen? You are a mod. You're blue for me. Hey, Sharon. Is she not blue for you guys? She's blue on my screen. Good grief, what? I can remove the moderator. Oh, Dee Dee isn't blue. Oh, make Dee Dee a mod. Oh, my Lord Lifton, I'm sorry. I can't even read today. Oh, sorry, Dee Dee. Jeez Louise. Okay. So what this is here is your the main color wheel stamp, and it's got your pies for your primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Gosh, you guys, pretty soon the whole chat's going to be mods. Yes, we do, Michelle. We do. But it's nice because sometimes like when I stream, especially on Mondays, it's kind of getting close to supper time. So people have to come and go to make supper and whatever. So it's good to have enough to make sure someone's always sitting at the computer. No, I'm not drawing. So this is the color wheel. It also gives you some other circles to so that if you want to do your neutrals out around the outside, you can do your neutrals. It gives you your triad color. What do they call it? The triad and the quad, whatever it's called. So if you're using 3 colors or 4 colors, it gives you that stamp. Then it gives you this other version of a color wheel using circles instead of this. But then the cool thing about the dies is, I'm not sure, where did that come from? Oh, there. It doesn't matter really if that top one stays on, but so it'll cut the outside of your color wheel, but then it also cuts this inside. So it'll tell you your different matching. Yeah, exactly. Mods don't get timed out. They can chat as much as they want. I really miss it when I'm not a mod at stream. There's a couple streams I'm not a mod, and I end up in jail in like 3 minutes. Oh, gosh. Right? So I'm going to demo it. I'm going to play. I've only watched, I watched Steve do it. So I'm going to, use that, sort that out. And then there's 2 others. So that's 1 die and a stamp set. Then this is 2 die sets. I made my own because the ones that come with the thing, this is one that comes with the machine, but it's starting to, it's curving. So for these long ones, they wouldn't stick to it. So I just made my own. I buy these. Oh, where are they? Where's the, hold on. I've got one more here to show you guys. At Dollarama here in Canada, so I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree probably has them. This is what I buy. And it's already sticky back. All right. It already has adhesive on it. Okay. And it's for making your own, magnet sheets for on the, but one of these is the exact right size for this little art bin. So that is what I use, and just my own chipboard. Well, Eileen, they're not any more expensive than some of the other, like I think the stamp set, this stamp set was like $22 and the dies were like 22, but most dies are at least 20. Oh, I should have a white piece. It'll show more in white. Hold on. They're not really any more expensive than other dies that I've bought or seen or looked at to buy. Okay. Hold on. I need to go to my other view here. Okay. Well, I'm not going to take out my ruler and draw one of these grids every time I want to. Are you kidding me? Do you know how long that would take? Geesh. Anyway, You guys are willing to spend the big bucks to make circles, Eileen. You just spend how much on dye that makes a circle, which I will do on my Cameo. So there. Yeah, well, 1 minute versus 10 minutes. And what if I want to do it 100 times? Yeah, and then I have to use my printer ink, my ink on my printer, wear and tear on my printer. Yeah. Anyway. Eileen is just pouting today because she didn't get to boss Janet around. So there. And if you're watching the recording, we are all friends. So this is just like good friends, you know. So there. All right. So anyway, so you have this particular die is a mixing stamp. I mean, excuse me, is a mixing chart. So let's say you want to see how many colors you can get by using a cad red medium, all right, and a lemon yellow, let's just say. So you put your cad red medium on one end, your lemon yellow on the other, and then you start with your red, you add to your red. You're not going to start with yellow and add red to yellow because red is your strongest color. So you want to start with a puddle of your red and add yellow to it. So you'll add a little bit of yellow, a little more yellow, little more yellow, little more yellow, etc. And you'll see how many different colors you get using just those two paints. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Monique. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Charlotte. So, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a book. Let me show you. Hold on. This is my glazing swatch book. I'm going to have to add a couple to this. So this was not mixing. This is glazing. But so I printed these all out on my printer. Took forever. And this is a Coptic stitch. So this shows me a lot of my colors. So I have them all labeled. These are my Shin Hans, I believe. Yes, these were my Shin Hans. And I actually think I have more since I did this swatch book. But this is glazing. I mean, I can still do my glazing because there's a slight difference between, and then I stopped. So I have a base color and that which goes here, and then this is all my colors that I glaze over top. So I still have to continue on that. And then here I have ones where I'm do a mixing, but I haven't even done any of them yet. Jeez Louise. So anyway. It's never just because you swatch once doesn't mean you never swatch again. It's like saying you're never going to swatch. You know, you draw an apple, you're never going to draw another apple. That's not the case. And actually, I plan to start doing a swatch every time I'm going to do a painting, because it's really good practice to do a mixing chart and a swatch chart for every painting. I tend to do a limited palette paintings. So I usually choose 4 to 6 colors and then their combination, more often 4 than 6, but sometimes I get to 6. And so it's easy to swatch. So that's for your mixing. This is to do just a tonal chart. So you can do a tonal chart for each of your colors. So you start with your darkest tonal, which is your, it's called the, what's it called? The main, I can't remember what it's called, but just like pure pigment, very little water, and then adding a little more water, a little more water. So you get 10 tonal values. Okay, so that's for tonal values. Then it has a 4x6 swatch chart. This one is to make 2x2, and I bought some coin pocket page protectors to use to make these 2x2 swatch cards. And I'm going to do not just my watercolors, I'm going to do my ink pads, I'm going to do my pencils and all of that. And with these 2x2 ones, I want to make a ring like Janet has with all of her colors. Yeah, exactly, Dee Dee. I like to get to know. I like to know which colors I'm going to need for my thing. Then they have all the different words. So they have like tint, shade, all your different words to add. They have a little stamp here. Sorry, let me switch to my close-up camera. They have a stamp here. It's probably backwards. Yes, it is. They have a stamp here on the left here where you can add to your 2x2 chart your transparency, whether it is granulating, its light fast value, and whether it lifts. But I have plans for both. Like, I want to have a various, versions, and plus it's practice. It's also practice for getting used to your water and your pigment on paper, etc. And then the third little stamp. Oh, okay. So, sorry, with that, there are dies to go with everything. So this die cuts out your 4x6 chart, okay? But then there's also a die that'll cut out this way, sorry, an extra set of like 2x4, okay? Then there's a die that will cut a space on your for your 2x2 to add the full strength color. There's a die to cut out this little stamp area. Okay. This die, not quite sure. I have not yet quite. There's instructions on it. I haven't had time to look because I was so interested in Janet's stream. These came towards the end of Dee Dee's stream. So by the time I got them on the magnets and stuff, between watching Dee Dee and all that stuff, This is obviously a border. There's a card that comes with it here. Hold on. And I need my mag app light, my mag app to see this. All right, my phone's totally charged. All right. I'm going to see what that L-shaped die. L-shaped die is A. Oh, it's just a spacer die. Okay. Gotcha. C is also a spacer. Where is C? Oh, yeah. C is also a spacer to cut a space. All right. So, and it tells you all the dies to use if you want a certain configuration of cuts and whatever. All right, so it shows you all your different grids you can make. So this card comes with it. To make olive, if you have a sap green, use sap green and a little wee bit of burnt umber to make olive. Okay, and then there's more info. So that, you know, they give you all the information you need with this die and stamp set. Okay. All right, so these are all the other extra. This is for the mixing die. Then there's a die for the tonal chart. There is shoot. Okay. Then there is the die that goes with this one. This is to make ATC size swatch charts. So this die even gives you your hole. So if you want to put it on a ring or anything like that, you can. Got your spacer die, your spot for your okay. So lots of dies. Ooh. I don't know how these got all messed up, but hold on. Hold the fort. You need to move up a little bit. There we go. Make sure they got the flat side down. There we go. All right, so let's do some stamping. What should I do first? I think I'm going to do the color wheel first because that one really intrigues me. I better put these back in my bin or they're going to fall off and I'm going to mess them all up. So, oh, hello. Oh, geez, they wouldn't move for a minute there. Okay. Oh, gosh, Jean, they don't work if you put them in upside down. All right, so I'm going to put these away as well. All right. The last thing I need is to have to go hunting for dies and stamps on the floor because that's not going to happen. All right, let's do the die first. So I'm going to do this stamp. So you just need to make sure that you use a waterproof ink. Oh, yes, I was stamping. These are my stamps that I tried to make, that I made on my Cameo. Oops. Sorry. These are my stamps that I made on my Cameo. I designed these, trying to make them, but they were too hard to first of all, the polymer's not very good quality, so they don't stamp very crisply. Okay. Second of all, the polymer is so thin that it's hard to lay them out straight. So I put them on cling foam, the thin cling foam, and they still, like, I couldn't get them on the cling foam straight. So I was not happy at all. I'm not happy. Do not get the stamp stuff for your Cameo Curio because polymer sucks. Sucks big time. Hazy, hey CB. All right, so I am using clear dyes, so it goes on this way. All right. Let's get a piece of paper. Oh. Oh, these magnets are so strong. Oh, I got to tape these on better. They're coming off when I try and peel the stamp off. You do a better job of taping down the. Okay, so. The dies? Oh, to cut out, Dee Dee, use the dies to cut out your different shapes. Like, to cut out your swatches. And then you can either put them in, like, for example, the ATC one. You use that and you cut it out, and then you can put it in like a baseball card page protector. And I know you could just cut it 2.5 by 3.5, but there were a couple of extra little dies with it. So I thought that was the cheapest die anyway. So I just figured I would get it. And I am going to use my black archival. You can. I think Z didn't get the dies. She just got the, you can buy them separately. You don't have to buy the dies. You can buy them separately or as a set. I just thought, you know what? I'm ordering from Simon Says Stamp. It's coming from the US. I don't want to like not get them and then wish I'd got them. And I watched Steve use his, and he liked them so much. Okay. He even bought a Gemini so that he could use his dies. When he first showed the stamps, he's like, oh, I'll never use these dies because I don't have a machine to use the dies anyway. And then like a couple of weeks later, he did another show and he had bought a Gemini machine. I'm sorry, that didn't stamp well, but it's brand new. So I should have used my eraser on it. Hope it's not my ink pad that's dry. This is cold pressed watercolor paper too, so it's going to take a couple of. You love your Gemini, Sharon? Yay. Well, Dee Dee, I'm going to use them, so you'll see. Well, maybe I'm just going to use this. Should not be dry. Well, it's not very wet. It's fairly new. This is called a stamp press, It just allows you to stamp multiple times without worrying about lining it up quite so much. But it's being a real pita. So I'm going to see what I've done. One moment, please. I don't know if it's... Let me try something. Do I have something? Before I jump up and go get my... Just going to put this on my ink pad for a minute. I'm just going to see if it's my ink pad or if it's stamp press that I'm not getting a good enough. Yeah, I don't think it's the ink pad. I think I'm just not getting a good enough press. 1 minute, please. That's why I was trying to remember. I wanted to buy some fun foam the other day when I was at Dollarama, and I couldn't remember why I wanted it, so I didn't get it. And that was why, because I want some fun foam for under there when I'm stamping thin. Just gonna use a regular and hope it works on first try. Oh, this stamp press only has 3 legs on it. It's my Martha Stewart one. It might not even be quite big enough, but we'll see. I don't know where my large one went. Should be close. Should be close. I'm not going to use it with the legs because I guess it might work with the legs. I know where the 4th leg went. It fell off, obviously. Yeah, Zoe. Hey, Faithful. Oh, I think it's maybe the watercolor paper. I don't know if it's the watercolor paper or if it's my stamp pad, to tell you the truth. Z. My stamp pad seems to be very, very dry. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try it just on this side to try it. If it doesn't work, I'm going to use my VersaFine because I'm too lazy to re-ink my black ink pad. Okay. I'm going to try my VersaFine. Yes, it was, Melody. I don't know, and it worked better. Yeah, there. See, I think it was my ink pad, to tell you the truth. I think I need to re-ink my archival ink pad. Anyway. Pretty sure I had the cover on it properly. Hope I did. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Joan. Ha, Dee Dee. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. There we go. All right. Done. Now, Actually, now I'm going to take my outside ring. Okay. All right. Oh, why do I never have enough room on my desk? Oh. All right. Okay, so platform. Make sure you put your cutting side down. Line it up. I'm going to use a piece of green tape just to make sure. I know I have the magnetic plate, but because I have the metal shim, it's kind of reducing the magnet. So I'm going to stick a piece of green tape on. And my top plate. Okay. And now I'm just going to get I'm just going to poke the pieces out here. Oh, hold on. I must not have had the plates lined up properly because that front part didn't, the very front part didn't cut, so I must not have had it under the plate. I didn't have this. Oh, I know why, because the shim was shorter than, okay, that's why. It wasn't by the shim, so then it didn't cut. All right, there we go. Shim is shorter. The shim's probably not necessary for these dies because they're not intricate dies anyway. So I think I'm going to take the shim off if I can get it off the magnet. Lord, that's like trying to take a lollipop away from a baby. Okay. Okay. So that cut that up. That back on the sheet so it doesn't get lost or bent. All right, so now once I paint this, it's going to go together. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. Oh, why are you not zooming? Hold on. Hold the fort. Very strange. All right, hold on. Anyway, okay. Very weird. It's not letting me zoom. Something happened. Okay, it was a little offline when I lined it up, but that's close. I have to get a little closer. I could, Dee Dee, I could stamp them and then cut and stamp, but this one is difficult because, all right, for those other ones, I probably could have done stamp and cut with my Cameo, but this one is harder because you don't get the stamp that goes with this. See, and I'm going to, there's a little hole there for my brad, and it's going to be a color wheel, but I can customize my color wheel. Sorry, Dee Dee. You guys, if you use and the musical scrapper, I get a big orange box on my chat, and I might be able to see it better, maybe. Why didn't I just? Because that's what this die is a color wheel. All right, so I've got my Shinhan paints here. Oh, now I need to remember my colors. One moment. I have to bring up an image here so I don't make a mistake with what colors I choose. One moment, because it's been a while since I've thought about my split primary. So I need to just have a quick look at my color theory split primary wheel here for a minute. All right, so so what I want to use on this one is I want to do this one so that I'm going to get my brightest color options, okay? My brightest color options, which means, what do I want to do? Where are my yellows? Yellow. Yellow's going on top. Oh, no, I can't do it that way. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a CAD. Yes, like that, Judy. Oh, bye, Dee Dee. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to do my warm yellow. So I'm going to do gamboge. I'm going to do my CAD red. They're not all going to be bright, but this is why you do your color wheels. CAD red, and I'm going to do which blue am I going to do? I think it's cerulean. These are my Shinhans, so. All right, paintbrush. I'm going to use one of my, well, maybe smaller than that. There we go. I'm going to use this one. All right. My Mimic number 4. So get my color palette here. So it's my Cad Red, my New Gamboge, I believe it is for Shinhan. Oh, darn it, I just put that in the clean water. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Jean. Now my clean water's yellow. Great. Cerulean blue. All right, since I have blue on my brush, I'm going to do my blue triangle here. So what I would probably do is on the back, I would label which blue, which yellow, which red I made. Hey, Janet. All right. And yellow goes here. Oh, Monique, sorry. Oh, yes. Eileen is making her fancy pork chops. My kitchen's all nice and clean now. My kitchen and my bathroom. My floors are all nice and clean. Had my cleaner helper here today. Yay. So I can do my meal prep tomorrow. It's my plan anyway. We'll see if my knees agree. My knees are bad today. I don't know why, because it's not humid. But I've got my appointment for my next set of injections. September 21st. Pork chops and apple chops. Pecan. Okay. All right, so now I need to make my blue violet. So I'm going to take some blue. And add a teeny tiny bit of red because it does not take much red in order to keep it on the blue side. So let's hope that's good enough. But see, this is why this is good practice. I can learn how much with my each combination of paints, how much red do I need to add to my blue to make my blue violet. Now, it may not, if you're not doing realistic and realism paintings, this kind of swatching is not important. But if you want to do any type of realism and realistic painting like I tried to do, now I need to make one that's a little closer to red than blue. So I'm going to have a little more red in this one. So it's red violet. I need to use a bigger brush, I think. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. And it is more of a gray purple because of the blue and the red that I've chosen. All right. And that's another thing you have to know. I'm not going to get a really pure violet because I've used a warm red and a fried apples. See, I don't like any of my fruit cooked, but I can't eat fresh apples anymore. All right, so now I have to try and mix one that's in between those two. So I'm just going to see what I can get here. That's a little too red, so I need to add a little more blue. Sorry, I want to make sure my mixing is in the screen too. All right. And now I've got too much blue. And this is the thing that it's important to practice here. Okay. All right, and you can see that it's a dull purple. It's probably not a purple you might use, but that's one thing that the color, but you might be doing a painting where you do need that kind of neutral purple. Bye, Charlotte. All right, and now I need to actually clean out this red because I got some blue in it, and I want to make sure I'm using my pure colors for my mixing. Oh, I need a wet one. That's the dry baby white. Never have a wet one. And I'm going to go to a larger brush. Slightly larger, not a whole bunch larger. Oh, maybe I should use let's try my angle brush. Let's get some red. All right. So now let's do our greens. No, I'm not going to like that. I know I'm not going to like painting with my angle brush. I don't like mixing with it. It's not so bad for painting, but I don't like mixing with it. All right. All right. So now I'm doing red and yellow. So I'm going to turn it around here so I don't make a mistake. Let's see what green I can get with my, hold on. Okay. So I'm going to make my orange. Oh, that's actually pretty good, I think. Maybe a little bit more yellow because we want to. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take that, and I think that's my orange. So that's my secondary color. Yeah, well, you can't, even if they're not, you can't send them out to play anymore. Okay. So now I'm going to take that mix and I'm going to add more yellow to it to get my yellow orange. And now I'm going to add red to it to get it back past that other orange. And it won't take much because red is very strong. I actually like, you know what? I like swatching with this. The VersaFine totally resists the watercolor. It's cool. It won't paint over the black lines at all. I don't know if you guys were noticing that as I painted. Oh, I guess it won't be good when you're for the ones you're trying to show transparency of, but hi baby. Welcome back. Okay. Now over here, the greens. All right, so blue. And yellow. That's like a nice sap, olive green. All right, so I'm going to make, this is our green, or yellow green, excuse me. A little bit more yellow. And if I used 3 different colors, I'm going to get different variations, right? So that's the whole point of these color wheels. All right, so this is the yellow green, kind of like a mustard. I think I could use a little wee bit more blue in that. So it kind of gives you your mustard yellow. And then I'll add a little bit of blue back into that to get my middle one, to get my green. And now to add a little more blue to get my blue green. I need it. That's pretty. All right, now I'll dry this. Now I got these a little too close. Oh, hold on. I still have a wet spot. I think my finger was wet and then I re-wet it. Hold on. There was bigger puddles there on that top part, so I'm just going to dry it. All right, so here's the cutout. I had stamped, that was where I had stamped on the other side, so I just turned it over. These might be too big. But we'll see. So I've got my all right, so now I know that this green and this red are my complementary colors. Okay, you can see the red, orange, and blue green are complementary. Your orange and blue are complementary. Your yellow, orange, and blue violet are complementary. Your yellow and your violet are complementary, right? Now, you can also do your gradient, right? That's what this is for, and I didn't do a gradient. But you can do your tonal values here, right? So now I've made a color wheel using these specific colors on my color wheel. So, I mean, I can do this using any 3 primary colors of any of my brands of paints that I want. Okay, so you could actually have a collection of, 100 of these, depending. What are the missing on top? You mean here? Do you mean these? I was supposed to do my tints and my shades, but I didn't want to do a tint. No, the side of those? Oh. that's for these two complimentary. But then you see, you can also do like your now how do you do it? Your triad. Wait a minute. Your triad is here, here, and here. All right, so I have to go back and watch Waffle Flower also. It had, what did I do with it? This one did not have instructions like the other one. I'm going to have to go online. Just a minute. Hold on. Just a second. Waffle Flower. Color wheel instructions. Let's see what I can find. There is a video. Should have asked permission to show their video. There is a video. They show it using Copics. Yeah, well, there is a stamp. Hold on. I wonder if it lines up with this or not. There's no die for it, though. I don't think. I wonder if it lines up with this or not. Actually, I think it does. There is a stamp for triads and quads, and I actually think it would line up with that. I must see. Huh. Oh, don't talk about that. I'm hungry. I had like half a piece of naan bread with peanut butter. I've got Caesar salad for supper, but I was too interested. I was too interested in Janet's stream. I forgot to eat. All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to try. I'm going to actually get my M-grams out. I want to try. I want to show you. Let's get out a piece of paper. And I'm actually going to use my black archival, not my VersaFine, because it totally resists the VersaFine. I'm going to try my tonal. I'm going to put away my Shinhan. And get out my Embossing, my ultimate favorites. I do love my Shinhans too, but not as much as these. Ooh. Hold on. Sorry about the grunting and groaning here. Jeez Louise. I woke up with a very bad asthma day today because I, of course, slept with the window wide open in the cold. Oh, of course, one moment, I need to stand up because my thing fell over and I can't reach it unless it's standing up on the floor. I've got short arms. My sister has arms like a monkey. I wish I had long arms like her. Were you off work today, Debbie? I saw you in a couple of streams, or did you just come in between classes and stuff? Okay. Oops. It would help if you put it the right way, Jean. Going short. Oh, Debbie, sorry to hear that. Gosh, I saw you sneak in a couple times, and I know I asked you at Dee Dee's if you were like home or whatever, and then I didn't see the answer because her chat moves so darn fast that I can't keep up with her stream. Okay, so I want to try this tonal stamp because this is one thing I really need to practice. I really need to practice my tonal values. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down on the table and then line it up. It's much easier to get things straight that way. Stay away from milk products then, Debbie. Stay away from any milk products. Okay. Ooh. Gosh. So, of course, these are not just for swatching watercolors. They're for swatching your markers, your Copics, your acrylic paints if you want. Anything. Okay. These, I should have rubbed an eraser over it. But anyway, that's good enough for now. I'm going to cut it out. keep saying I'm going to reorganize my desk so that it's a little more, I have an idea to make it even more convenient. I try and keep as much as I can on my desk so that it's accessible, because I just can't get up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. I'm not fit like Dee Dee is. And oh, I shouldn't have put it on the very edge of the paper. That's not smart, Jean. That's all right. I'll do it this way. And I got like ink all over my fingers, so now I've got it all over the page. And I'm probably going to get it lined up as well as I might in a normal situation, because I can't get close enough to see the lines properly. Oh. Wait, I don't think this is, hold on, I think I've got the wrong die. No, it can't be the wrong die. It's the only one. Oh, I see why they leave a spot for, okay, never mind. Sorry, I got it. Oh, good, Jean. You're so brilliant. Lord, lift me. It's wanting to, okay, I got to get tape ready. It's sliding right off to go onto the magnet because I put it too close to the edge of the paper. All right. Gosh darn it. I know. I had it right here ready to go. I just, don't mind me. I'm so tired right now. I feel like a zombie. I slept really well last night, just not long enough. All right, so I'm going to do phthalo green. All right. Oh. I may have to do another stream tomorrow, and especially with the color wheel one, because right now I am feeling very hungry and very tired, and I'm dying to go out and make my kitchen all dirty again. All right, so I'm going to do phthalo green. And I need a little in here. All right. Now for the first one, I don't know if I can go. I don't know why it's not zooming for me. It's really strange. Oh my Lord, Jean. I had it on the wrong. Here I was trying to zoom and I wasn't even on the right. Oh, you guys don't need to see my nasty fingernails. All right, just a moment. Now I need to focus. All right. All right. Pale green. So for this first block, I want it to have its darkest tonal value. So I'm going to do it with very little water. And I should be using my smaller one for this one. Hi, Joyce. Well, Zoe, I'm going to be eating and crocheting. So, but maybe someone else will want to do a hangouts with you. Okay. So now I want to go down one tonal value if I can. So I just want to add a little water. So I'm going to add water to my brush and add a little water to that mix. And it's way too much. See, this is what I have to practice. This I need to practice. I think I started with I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water in this next well. Instead of going into my see, and now it's like even darker than the one before. See, this is something you have to practice. Practice your tonal values. Each one should be getting lighter. Until you get to almost white. More water. See, and they're still not. I think I should have gone the other way. I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to start light and go to dark. I think that'll be easier. You cannot see yourself? Well, see, what I want to do, Debbie, is to take these, to do like all my colors I have, and then put them like on a ring. And I mean, I know I could just cut them with my trimmer. I know, but you know, whatever. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't know I was Off camera. Thank you. Oh, you're up now? I'm just I'm practicing, but I didn't do a very good job. I'm trying to do my tonal value. See, I really need to practice my tonal values. But I made, Paula, I think I'm going to stream again tomorrow. I'm going to do some research tonight. But I made my, I used, oh, wait, no. What did I use? There we go. I used gamboge and I think phthalo blue. No, not phthalo blue. And cad red medium. So, all right. Let's try, I'm going to stamp, but I'm not going to die cut it, but let's do another stamp. And I'm going to start light and go to dark instead. See if that's any easier. All right. Where's my stamp? All right. So. I know, Paula, like you can take every combination. This is the one that you would learn the most from, because you can take every combination of blue, red, and yellow and make your color wheel for every single combination, right? Hey, Travis. Travis. I don't see Travis either. Dar, you seeing Travis? I don't see Travis. Paula, they must see you and know it's like journal, because he's journal art guy. They must have just saw a journal and thought it was Travis and it's Paula. Have you ever been mistaken for Travis before, Paula? Okay. All right. So I'm using a phthalo green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a... All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so that you can see my palette and my paper. Okay. Now I didn't stamp my archival stamp pad needs to be re-inked. But that's fine. I have the ink. I'm just too lazy to do it right now. Okay. So I'm going to make a thick mix of my phthalo green. Probably don't even need near that much. Get some water in here. So I'm going to try to go from light to dark. So now I've got a mix. Oh, I probably still have too much in that one. This phthalo green that's why I picked it, because it's a really tough color. Ooh. Now I've got phthalo green everywhere. And that's still going to be too much probably. Because you want to get your lightest tonal value here. And that's still too much pigment. Should be almost white. All right. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit more pigment. A little more pigment. What you're trying to do is get 10 steps. Bye, Sharon. Thank you for coming. One more step. So each time I'm going into my kind of pure pigment mix and adding to my watered mix. Maybe a little more. And this will also help me practice my brush control to get neater boxes, which I need a lot of work on still. And then my darkest value. So that's a little better than my first. It's a little easier to go. A little easier to go from light to dark. I messed up right here. It's a little too light. Oh, cool, CB. Well, the book that there's a free, did you not get the free link to the link to the free PDF for Janet's book? There is a free PDF. I tweeted it. Okay, so there's that. So then you can cut it out. Oh, okay. These are going to be really fun to play with, especially this one. But, okay, so on the back side of this, oh, no. I think I want to wait until tomorrow. I want to get some cut out, get some stamped and ready to go so that I can demo these better. So I might do an impromptu stream tomorrow. Yeah, Paula, if you want to stay awake, You could stream. I'm done. I've got to go eat my salad. Do it now. Do it now, Paula. Do it now. Do it now, Paula. Do it now. So tomorrow is Tuesday. We do miss your streams, Paula. So tomorrow, as far as I know, if Carla's streaming, she streams at 3. So I might go, it depends on whether I'm up and on the go and get things cut out. I might be able to go before her or after her. Oh, no, 2 Eastern she is, right? All you have to do is click the little camera, choose go live, and then you're live. You already have a channel, so it's easy. See the little camera icon next to your, oh no, you're probably on your phone still, aren't you? Oh, that's right. Vicky's at 4 as well. Right. I wouldn't say great, Lena, but anyway, it was a stream. Sort of. Oh, see, even my voice is going. I had a bad cough this morning with my asthma. 7. Oh, yay. Paula's going to go for 7 Eastern. Okay. That gives me time to go and eat. All right. So just tweet me, Paula, if you have any questions. You just click the little camera. Oh, you'll want to choose ultra low latency. I'll send you a, Paula, I will tweet you a screenshot to show you where to set up your low latency so we don't get a lot of buffering. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Ooh, way up close. Sorry. Bye.